Hey guys, I wanted to come on here and kind of do an unboxing of my two new LevelHike devices that you saw me revealed on my package opening. These LevelHike devices are adapters, HDMI adapters for the SNES. This is the SNES and Super Famicom, and this is for the TurboGrafx-16. Basically, these allow you to do what systems like the Retron 5 allow you to do. What converters like AV to HDMI converters allow you to do, or RF to HDMI converters, because I know there are those out there, allow you to do. And that's basically allow you to play your games in high definition, mostly at 720p. So we're gonna look at these basically one by one, and actually we're gonna start off with the TurboGrafx one, since this is the one that really caught my attention originally. So as we open it up, you can see that the stuff is inside there, and then of course, like I say, you get the LevelHike design or logo. So we got the stuff in there in a package, of course, and it comes with, it looks like a 1-year warranty card, so pretty cool. And it's in a Ziploc bag, which is nice, so I can put it back if I want to. And if we pull it out, the first thing we will notice is this is the main adapter to it. This is the main adapter to it. And as you could see, it's very tiny. It has an option to go to 4x3 on this end, or where it's at right now, 16x9. So you can switch it over like that. It goes to 4x3. Switch it over, you can go to 16x9. And this here is where the HDMI cable goes. And this, of course, connects to the back of the TurboGrafx. Like where you would connect the Turbo CD and all that. So that's pretty cool. And one person I saw on YouTube that reviewed it said you have to be very careful when you connect it. So that's kind of cool. And then we got another Ziploc bag, and this one has the HDMI cables, which are nicely covered. I don't know if you can see that. They got nice little cups on them. And then it has a USB cord on the top there, where you have to use a power adapter. Fortunately, I have one or two to play the system on, if you will, if you can't connect it to the back of your TV. And that depends on whether or not your TV has one or more USB ports. I think mine only has one. So this basically, like I said, you get the HDMI cord here. You got the USB cord right there, so that's pretty nice. So we got that. We got that and everything. That's pretty cool. Put that back into the box, if you will. Put that all back together into the box. Like I said, careful as you can. Put that back in the box. That's pretty cool. And now we're going to go to the Super Nintendo one. And as you can tell, the box is a little bit different. I think this one's the more newer one. And they do have ones for the Sega Genesis. They do have one for the PS1 and PS2. They do have one for the Dreamcast and the Sega Saturn. So you got some options right there. And again, there are other options besides LevelHike. Like Hyperkin has some that are a little different. They do the same stuff, and some other parties as well. But like I said, but getting back on topic here, here's the Super Nintendo one, LevelHike. We're gonna open it. I said we're gonna open it up. Hold on for a second. We're gonna open it up here and pull it out. Here's the contents within, which is pretty cool. And of course, again, we have a 1-year warranty card, just like previously, which is pretty cool. Then, just like with the TurboGrafx one, we have it in a Ziploc bag here. And the main component is right here. And just like with the TurboGrafx, it gives you the option to go from 16:9 to 4:3. It has the Super Nintendo connection on the back, and it doesn't have the Nintendo name on it, but that right there, this little area right here, is where you would have the Nintendo logo at. And then of course, just like before, you have HDMI cables and USB cord connected on the inside, which I think is pretty cool, or on the inside. And I haven't connected them yet. I'm probably going to do that in a bit. But these are actually, this is actually pretty nice to have, because now it allows you to play your games in high def, like you've always been wanting to, instead of relying on converters, like AV to HDMI converters. Because I'll say this, I mean, even though HDMI to AV to HDMI converters do work, I mean, they worked with my PS2 and my GameCube. They worked great with that. When I tried it with the SNES, because I had the AV output, the audio video cables for the Super Nintendo. When I tried it with that, it didn't work. I mean, it worked, but the screen just didn't look right. It looked, the color was gone and everything. So, but the color was basically, I mean, the game was playing, but it was washed out, the color. So that didn't help. Hopefully, these right here will rectify that. And that's all I can say. So that's all I can say for right now. So I'll be back probably later on with another video, maybe connect these two videos together and show you how these are hooked up. So till then, peace out.
Where there's a
Okay guys, just gonna do this real quickly. We're gonna start with the TurboGrafx here, and this is what you'll need essentially, is something like this, and an adapter, basically. Okay, so you guys can see that. You'll need an adapter, basically, when you do this. So you'll need this. So what we're going to do, we're going to move some stuff here for a second. Now I do have my RF cable connected to it. So we're going to move this. And what they recommend you do, first of all, if you can see this, hopefully. Is they recommend you take the stuff out here. And then, of course, you gotta take this out. These are the other parts. Take this. Here's your USB cord. Pretty lengthy, that's nice. And the HDMI cord, which is also very lengthy. So I'll give them that. Give them credit on that. To making that a very lengthy cord. Put that back in there. So that's pretty cool. But what they recommend you do is you take off the back here. Now, this here, make sure it's all clean. This here is designed, and you got to be careful how you do this, according to what I understand. Designed to connect this. I believe that's how it's. I don't know what's. Oh, there we go. You got to connect it like that, and I guess it does cover up a little bit. Not really sure, but no, it doesn't cover up too much. So, yeah, you got to be careful about how you connect this and all that. Now, apparently, here's the USB part of it. Now, you might say, well, what if you want to put the cover back on? Well, again, that's where the ties might interfere. Now, again, I'm not saying that you can't probably do it, but, you know, the way it's designed, you'd have to kind of figure that out. So, I'll have to untie that tie, and maybe that'll help. So, take that tie out, and then, yeah, it should, yeah, that should work out perfectly right there when you slide it back on. If you can. Doesn't look like you can. I think that's the only disadvantage you're gonna have, is you're gonna have to do it like that if you want to play your system. So here's the USB part, and the USB part goes directly. It goes directly right here. So you plug that in, and then you take whatever your adapter is, and you plug it in like that. So you need an adapter. Boom, there you go. And then what you want to do, since my adapter's over here, okay, what you want to do, you want to disconnect anything that might be in the way. So we'll disconnect the Canon camera right now, because that's kind of in the way. It all depends on the certain adapters you have. So like with this one, you know, oh, I know sparks in it, but you want to plug that in. Then, so it's interesting. You want to take the HDMI cable, connect that to here, and then the other HDMI, and then the other part of it goes to where you're going to have an outlet. So we'll put that over here, and this is the outlet. So we're going to take the that out right now. And there we go. We're going to connect that, and then we can see here that the power is on, and it's switched over to 16:9. Take the plastic, get that out of the way. May have to find another place for that, or get another plug. Then, if you feel like it, if you want to do it, you can just put this right here, and there you go. So, I'm gonna open this, but basically that's how you hook it up. And I'm gonna take Keith Courage. There's no signal right now. It's saying that. Okay, that's fine. So right there it says no signal, so you know it's working. See, there's no signal. You can probably see that. There's no signal there. So we're going to switch it on. Again, there is no signal. We're going to switch on after we connect for a second, and we're going to see what happens. apparently nothing happens. Did I unplug something, or what did I do here? I have it connected all the way. The power is on. Coming in by a dead system. Yeah, you gotta make sure that. Remember, it won't go that way. No, it definitely won't go that way because. Oh, wait, that's something. Yep, there we go. Just have to work it in there. Yep, there it is. It's pretty cool. And we're going to see what happens when we switch over to... Oh yeah, it works out good. It does exactly what it says it's supposed to do, but you got to really make it tight. And you can actually hear it now. Oh yeah, the picture is definitely clearer. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, the picture looks pretty good on Keith Courage. Oops, I gotta put Keith Courage back in the slip there. And you can definitely tell that there's a bit, when it doesn't have the thing connected, it shows you right then and there. Now we're going to try another game that's usually had some problems with me, and that's Tailspin. And you hear something? Oh, there it is. Oh yeah, it's much better. I don't know how many fans it'd be if... Picture quality is really nice. You can definitely see that. So yeah, it works really well. And I'm dead already. Oh, okay. But yeah, picture looks really nice on the TurboGrafx, so that's pretty cool. So do I recommend them? Absolutely. Absolutely do recommend it. Now you might say, well, how are you going to disconnect this? Well, first of all, what you want to do is take out the system. Now, here's the thing. They supply you with an HDMI cable already, which is kind of crazy. They supply you with everything you need. So, if you have, like, let's say... here's what you do. It's a little hard to. There we go. But you know, you gotta, make sure when it's in there. Like I said, you gotta make sure it's tight and everything. And sometimes it's like, ooh, oh, I didn't want to do that. I don't think it damaged or anything. But that's the one thing about. There we go. Hopefully it doesn't damage anything. But yeah, what you do then is you just connect back, because this is the RF one right here. Go just connect that back, and then what you do, to me, if you want to like preserve this and like play it for later, is you just put it back in its container where you got it, along with your adapter, if you want to, save that as well. So you take the adapter, put that back in there, and then you take your HDMI, do the same thing, and it's pretty cool. It's pretty nice. So that's gonna do it for the TurboGrafx one, if we can get the box shut. And I don't think I damaged it or anything, guys. If I did, I'll just get another one later, but I don't think I damaged it. But that's going to do for the TurboGrafx one. And now we're going to move on to the Super Nintendo. Move on to the Super Nintendo. Hey guys, yeah, I had to switch over to the Canon camera. As you can see, I had to switch over to this one because the other one has to charge now. It was at 9%, that being the GoPro. Right there, it had to basically charge. It was at 9%. But anyway, I wanted to come on here and, of course, now talk about the Super Nintendo one, show you how it's hooked up as best as I can with this camera. Now, just like with the TurboGrafx one, which does work, and hopefully I didn't do anything wrong with it, I think it's fine. And I also have it connected to the RF cable, so if anything did happen, I still have that. Same with the Super Nintendo. But just like with that one, make sure you have a separate adapter. This one, of course, is pretty much, I think, an Apple one, an Apple iPod or something like that. It's still adaptable. You can use that. So anyway, here is the stuff right here. And let me see if I can set this right. Maybe you guys can see. I don't know. So you guys can see that. Go low, so one more. Okay, we're gonna turn it just a bit and zoom in. Okay, so here, like I said, just like with the other one. Of course, we're gonna move these controllers. These are not the actual Super Nintendo controller. This one is. These are the NES minis. But here we have the actual controller, so we're gonna need that. So what you do, again, and this one's a little closer, so maybe I don't have to take off the tie too much. You want to make sure this is here. Then, what you do is, apparently, you take your Nintendo. Now, this is connected to, one of these is connected to the RF. I think it's, One of these is, but let me see. Yeah, I think that, yeah, the black one here, I think is the RF. Yeah, it's the RF. That's the RF right there. This is the RF cable it's connected to right here, that being the Super Nintendo. But what you do is you want to take this and connect it to the back of your Nintendo. You want to connect it to the back of your Super Nintendo. Then you have that out. What you want to do, again, just like with the other ones, take out your accessories, which is right here. I'm going to zoom out a little bit. Take out, zooming in. You want to take out your accessories because you have your thing connected to your Super Nintendo right here now. And what you want to do is take out your accessories. Here's your, of course, your USB cord for your power. So you got your power. We're going to hook it up to the power, which is, if we can bring this out, what you can probably see is right here. This is the power. So we're going to hook that in to the power. Okay, so that's in the power. That's in the power area. And now this, of course, your USB, you want to have it hooked up to a USB adapter, like so. And then you plug it in, like so. And the power is on. You see the blue light there. I don't know if you can see that. The blue light is basically saying it's on. Then you take your HDMI cable, which is the same length as the other one, and maybe not as well. Maybe you do have to stretch it just a little. Yep. Well, that pretty much answered my question. Tie came off. But pretty much you want to connect it to the back here. Until you hear a click. And then what you do, like I did before, and I'm gonna bring the camera up here now so you can see this. You have everything hooked up here, so you have basically your connection. You make sure the blue light is on. You got your power adapter right there. What you do with this is you go to something like this, or one of these, or even your TV. And what I'm going to do is take that out real quickly, and then you connect it to the HDMI output or input as such. I'm going to have to move some of these things around. Oh, sorry about that, guys. To move some of this stuff around. Okay, there's the plastic. And then, I don't have no game on me right now. Hold on, I think we can rectify that. We can rectify that right now. Take care of some of this. We can rectify that. One momento. And if this works, it'll be a good solution, if you will. So we're going to rectify that. And we got a few. Oops, so that. Okay. got several Super Nintendo games here. Put the thing back on the mat because it's a little dirty. Bit. So I gotta put the stuff back up here, of course, that I had before. Battery pack, all kinds of stuff, like, of course, this, I can put stuff away. TV remote, HDMI switcher, controller, volume, and all this stuff. Put this back because I'm not going to be using that right now. This camera is charging. So, okay. So now, like I said, we got several Super Nintendo games here. And yeah, I guess I had it right there. So we're going to see how well these play. It's going to be interesting how to play this with a lot of stuff in the way here. It's like a mad science experiment, if you will. Just trying to work around a lot of stuff here. This is the, oops, pulled the thing out. I need to do that. Oh, the power's still on. Or maybe I don't have the thing connected to the power. Hold on for a sec. Okay, so the Super Nintendo one is on. I had to rearrange some things here to get it to work. And I'm playing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Tournament Fighters. Looks really good. This is what it should have looked like when I had the other adapter, the AV ones, and that didn't work either way. I'm going to play a little Turtles here and see exactly what I mean.
Round one, fight! Round two, fight!
Okay, so I didn't do too well there. But I kind of wanted to give you an idea of what these and this was, like I say, Total Combat. I just did, or Ninja Turtle. I just did. So here we're going to do Bonkers now, and see how that looks. Looks really good so far. I don't know. Yeah, I didn't even know that before. Look at that. I didn't even know that before. I've had this game for a couple of years. I've had this game for like several years. Yeah, this looks really good. Looks a lot better. Pretty good. That's pretty good. That's bonkers. And basically, these were all bought when I was living in Lawrence, Kansas. As a matter of fact, you can see the address. If you can see it, the address is right there where I bought them. Now, let's see. We have Mortal Kombat 3. There we go. Takes a bit to, I think, warm up. If it reads it. Here we go. I think we got something now. And don't worry, I don't have it. Maybe that won't work. Let me try something. They all blow in the cartridge. Usually helps. There we go. You have to, I think, blow in it a little bit to get it to work. I'm gonna go Sonya here.
Sonya, choose your destiny.
Got a bit of hair on my throat. I don't know why that is.
Round one. Fight. Win. Round two. Fight. KO wins. Fatality.
Okay, so that was Mortal Kombat. And now we're going to try Super WrestleMania. I think it just takes a while to connect it. Sometimes you gotta go reset. Make sure everything is on, which it should be. Here we go. Sometimes I think it just takes a little bit to catch up. You know what I'm saying? Well, I don't even know if I was filming or anything, so I'll have to try that again. But you heard it in the background. You can pretty much guess what was going on. And of course, sometimes you have to reset depending on the game.
Tonight's matchup, The Undertaker versus The Undertaker. Nicely done.
What?
Of The Undertaker. Here we go. Boom, shakalaka. What's this? It's a total debacle. Rejected. Boom, shakalaka. Nicely done. What's this? Nicely done. It's a total debacle. Rejected. Unbelievable.
That was Super WrestleMania. So overall, not too bad. I would recommend this to anybody. What I'm probably going to do is just do what I did with the TurboGrafx, and that's disconnect it so I can save it for later. But this is all the Super Nintendos I have right now, and I'm probably going to end up getting more now since this works. And it's going to be more playable. It makes it feel like it's new. Makes it feel like it's new. So overall, do I recommend the LevelHikes or the LevelHike HDMI adapters for the Super Nintendo and TurboGrafx? Absolutely. The thing is, what you gotta do though is make sure that the connections are in tightly, especially with the TurboGrafx. Other people talk about this in the videos where they review it. And as well as with the Super Nintendo, you just gotta make sure that the games, because the cartridges are clean, and you gotta blow in them, use the Q-tip method, if you will, but just make sure they're clean and when you play them. But overall, they come out really nice. They look really good. And honestly, these kind of devices here, you know, whether it's LevelHike or Hyperkin or whoever, they just when they decided to go this direction, which they should have done a long time ago, you could just tell it breathes new life, if you will, into the system, into the games. It makes them feel like they're new, and that's why I recommend getting these kind of things from LevelHike or Hyperkin. They're affordable. You don't have to go out and spend a lot of money. They're about $30 each, and they're worth it, in my opinion. Yes, do you have to play it in 720? Absolutely, because a lot of games nowadays, especially the older kind, that's all they're going to be meant to be played in if there is a way to convert them, and this is one of those ways of doing it. So, do I recommend it? Absolutely. I really recommend LevelHike. And again, you just got to make sure they're working, make sure they're connected, make sure the games are clean, and you should be good from there. So, yeah, that's just my overall take on it. I do recommend them, and hopefully you guys will enjoy them when you play them. So, Till next time, guys. Thank you all for watching. Peace out.